The gust of wind is slowly changing as autumn arrives, yet at the very end of summer I want to make a new item of clothing I wanted to have in my wardrobe for a long while now. To be precise, the item in question is a nicely flaring skirt made of fine linen fabric and which is to be buttoned at the front. For the pattern I have already prepared one, which I drafted to fit exactly to my measurement. Then it comes to cutting it out and sorting. After pinning the pieces together in this supposed order, I then start sewing on my modern sewing machine. I could use, of course, my antique ones I have in my atelier, but I chose to only use them for construction purposes, such as 19th to early 20th century projects. It is because I do not want to strain my antiques and also not my nerves, if it is to be a rather quick and modern project I am making. Certainly pockets are not to be forgotten, which is why I include them too, while sewing the skirt panels together. And since this is an everyday modern item, I chose to overlock the raw edges. While trying it on, I realized I certainly have not forgotten to pattern a waistband, which I then continued making. I cut those pieces out of the main fabric as well as out of interlining. Used it by ironing and then sewed it together. Following that, I pinned and sewed it to my skirt, after adding my label, of course. I removed the excess seam allowance to reduce any bulk, which will be most apparent on the waistline. To facilitate the ironing on the waistband, I am using my tailor's anvil my partner and I once made out of beech wood. Then I ironed the whole thing again, turned under the last raw edges on the inside, and felled the remaining bit by hand. Lastly remains only the addition of closures and hemming, which I certainly should have filmed, but in the end I was in a rush to get it done, and it was not too spectacular anyway. After seeing my rabbits lounge unfazed by my shenanigans, I will not spare you the reveal of my new skirt. I thank you so much for staying and watching my video. I hope you're doing well and to see you again in my next video.